And now, Suspense. Your host is Autolite, world's largest independent manufacturer of automotive electrical equipment. Autolite makes over 400 products for cars, trucks, tractors, airplanes, and boats in 28 plants from coast to coast. Autolite products include a complete line of ignition-engineered standard and resistor-type spark plugs, spark plug wire, distributor caps, generators, voltage regulators, and dependable stay-full batteries. Autolite products also include speedometers, electric windshield wipers, industrial wire and cable, fuel pumps, bullseye seal beam headlights, and horns. A complete line of original factory parts for Autolite-equipped cars. Autolite serves the greatest names in the industry. So from bumper to tail light, you're always right with Autolite. And now, Autolite and its 98,000 dealers everywhere present Suspense.
Darling, you must stop fussing or you'll miss your train. Eva, I'm quite capable of feeding those fish.
Yes, but don't you feed them too much. You just follow what I've written down, Agnes.
I hope he realizes what a wife he's getting.
And now, about the dubs, you can mix that up 3 days ahead. That's chopped green pepper, chopped currants, cottage cheese, mockingbird food. Oh, well, goodbye, my beautiful. Are you going to miss me, Are you? I'm going to be married. I've waited such a long time, and now I'm so happy.
Eva, I'm going to call the porter for your luggage.
You know, he's young, and he's handsome, and he's mysterious, just like you. And oh, he loves me so much.
Eva,
Yes,
we're
he does.
waiting.
And he needs me even more than you do.
Darling, why don't you hurry? The carriage has been here for half an hour, and now they'll have to gallop all the way.
Now, Agnes, you can stay in this house just as long as you want. James says his house is lovely. It's way out in the wilds. You know, you can see Martha's Vineyard from there. Now, I've been to the bank, and there's a nice little man there that's going to take care of all the expenses. And, well, if you need anything or want anything, here's my telephone number. Oh, wish me luck, Agnes. It's quite a step for me, and I am a little terrified. Goodbye, darling. Goodbye, dear.
This is it, Eva. My house. No, wait.
Oh, James.
Mrs. Abbott, you're home.
Oh, it's wonderful. Oh, put me down. fair. I'm not a young girl.
Well, thank heavens for that.
Do you love me just as I am?
Young girls are stupid. They're always wanting to be cared for, always making demands on you. I know. I was engaged to one once.
You were?
Yes, but that was a long time ago.
Well, I hope so. Yes, I hope it was 1,000 years ago. Oh, James, I'm going to love this house.
Here's your luggage.
Yes, put them right down there. How much do I owe you?
$3.
3.
Usually I charge 2 from the station, but with you way out of the way here like this,
I seem to have misplaced my wallet. Do you have $3, dear?
Oh, yes, of course.
You're sure going to find it quiet here. Of course, you got the ocean, if you like that kind of thing.
We do. We like it very much.
Yes.
Thanks. Ma'am, if I can be of any further...
If you're finished, you can go now.
Uh-huh.
James, why were you so sharp with him?
What business is it of his where we live?
Oh, James, it's a charming house, and I love it. And I love its owner.
Do you?
Even when he pouts and gets cross like a little boy. I love that, too.
Come. I'll take you on a tour of the house. I've tried to keep everything just as it was when Mother was alive.
You haven't lived here very much, have you?
Oh, yes, I've been living here all the time. Oh, I admit I'm not much of a housekeeper. Look, isn't this beautiful wood?
Yes, but I thought you worked in Boston.
Sherry?
Please?
Yes, I did. This past summer. Selling real estate.
Thank you.
I was miserable in Boston. That's Mother. It was done in London. Excellent manner. Really excellent manner. Do you like her?
Oh, yes, I think she must have been quite impressive.
Oh, she was. Like you.
Me? Why, I'm not the least bit impressive.
Oh, but you are. I thought so the first time I saw you.
Did you really?
Yes.
Well, come now, show me the rest of the house.
I remember. Everybody at the party was saying what a brilliant head you had on you. And how you'd taken over your father's affairs and made, fabulous fortunes right and left. Is that true?
Don't be silly. Now, what's behind that door? May I peek? Oh, it's locked.
It's a very dull door to a very dull cellar. Come, take a look out the window. At the view. Look at those gardens. Stepping all the way down to the sea. Of course, it's been terribly neglected, all overgrown with weeds now. But can you imagine what it must have been when Mother had 3 gardeners on the run 12 hours a day? Oh, it makes me so miserable not to have the money to keep it up. It's like watching my mother crumble away right before my eyes.
Well, darling, we can change all that. If you let me help. Of course, I don't think we can afford 3 gardeners, but we certainly can 1.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
Now, tell me. Somewhere in this mysterious monument, hasn't your mother got a room with a dressing table and a mirror?
I'm sorry.
You know, I'm not the sort of a girl that the wind blows nicely.
Up the stairs and to the right.
Up the stairs. Oh. It's the bride asking. James. Please. James, don't tease me, darling. You know all the places to hide, and I don't. James. Oh, you.
Would you like to go for a walk along the beach before dinner?
Darling. Tell me, did you love that girl very much?
No, I did not.
You were engaged to her?
Oh, but it didn't mean anything. It was all a part of this past miserable summer in Boston. I lived in a horrible little rat hole of a furnished room, and I was lonely. Really, it meant nothing, absolutely nothing. It was completely fantastic. Now, are you satisfied? No more questions?
No.
How about that walk now, huh?
All right, darling. What's that? Where did that come from?
It's the doorbell. You get your coat. I'll answer the door.
All right. Oh, James, I think there's someone in the cellar. What are you doing in there?
I thought the place was empty.
What do you want?
Food. I looked in and saw the kitchen. I didn't eat since yesterday.
How did you get in here?
Through the cellar window. Look, I ain't gonna hurt you, lady. It's the truth. I'm hungry. I'm not a real tramper. I've got no job right now.
All right, here. Here, get yourself some food in town.
Thanks. Thank you.
You better go now.
Sure. Look, lady, want me to do some work for you? Like cleaning out the coal bin?
No, I don't want you to do anything. I just want you to go. You frightened us.
Oh, I didn't mean to frighten you. Thanks for the money, lady.
Where are you?
Hi there. This is Rex Marshall for Autolite. We'll get back to our suspense story in just a moment. Before we do, I'd like you to take a look at something I'm sure you'll recognize. A toaster. My golly, most of us wouldn't be able to have breakfast in the morning without this. But you know, even as wonderful as this gadget is, it couldn't do its work unless you were able to plug in this and get electricity. It's really amazing, isn't it, how we take many of our modern conveniences for granted, never thinking that unless you plug in something like this and get electricity, well, they're going to be worth nothing at all. And you know, it's the same thing with our automobiles. If it weren't for the electrical systems of our cars, many of the modern conveniences of motoring as it is today would be impossible, just as they were impossible before we had electrical systems. I tell you what, if you'll just take a look at this, I'll show you what I mean. When you get in your car and turn the ignition switch, press the starter button, light your lights, sound your horn, play your radio, use your electric windshield wiper, or light a cigarette, you're using electricity produced and stored in your car by the electrical systems such as Autolite designs and builds for many of America's finest cars. Now, these electrical systems include parts such as the Autolite starting motor, the battery, the generator, and the generator regulator. They also include the ignition coil, the distributor, and of course the Autolite spark plugs. These units and all their thousands of component parts are related like a team by Autolite engineering design and manufacturing skill to give your Autolite-equipped car the smoothest performance money can buy. Well, this perfect balance and coordination in the functioning of every unit and component part is possible only because of Autolite engineering research and control, and because Autolite specialists work closely with the engineers of many of our leading car manufacturers who specify Autolite products as original equipment. Now, because the electrical system is so important to the smooth, efficient, and economical operation of your car, it'll pay you to have it checked occasionally by ignition specialists who have been trained under Autolite supervision. Pay a visit to the dealer who sells your make of car or your authorized Autolite service station. You'll find his name listed in the classified section of the telephone directory under Automobile Electrical Service and displays this sign. Or call Western Union by number and ask for Operator 25. Remember, won't you, from bumper to tail light, you're always right with Autolite. And now, the second act of Her Last Adventure, starring Arlene Francis and Lloyd Bridges.
I saw the body of a woman.
What are you talking about?
It's the body of a woman, James, under the coal pile. I looked and I saw her hand sticking out.
What made you go down there?
Well, there was a noise, some kind of a noise. It was just a tramp looking for something to eat, but then I sent him away, and then I looked, and I saw that hand.
Tramp? Did he see anything?
No, I don't think so, no.
How did he get in?
Through the window, James. Look, will you call the police? Call the police now.
You're dreadfully upset.
Yes.
You better lie down for a while.
But you'll call the police immediately.
Yes, of course I will, but here. Here, lie down on the sofa, dear. That's right. It's been a terrible shock to you, dear.
James, get them quickly. Tell them to come.
Of course I will. Calm yourself, sweetheart. Hello? Give me the police.
Yes.
Lie down, dear. Everything's going to be all right. Hello. This is James Abbott. Yes, that's right. Out on the point. Something terrible has happened. My wife just discovered a body downstairs in our coal bin. Yes, a body. No, I don't know whose. Yes, please, right away. Yes, we'll be here. Goodbye. Thank you. You feeling better now, dear?
Yes.
You just lie here, sweetheart. I'll get you a glass of water.
No, don't leave me.
I'll be right back, sweetheart.
so. Now, what were you doing down there?
I went down to look.
Oh,
You're supposed to be lying down. What are you doing here? Following me?
no.
I called the police. You heard me, didn't you?
Yes, James, I did hear you, but I found something, and it may be hers. That woman downstairs. A compact. It was wedged in the sofa. See? It says to Dorothy, with love.
This may be a clue for the police.
Yes, well, but if it is hers, then she must have been staying in this house here. But you said you were here all alone.
I was. I'm not lying.
I didn't say you were, but if that tramp could get in, so could she. Maybe that tramp... James, somebody got in here while you were away.
Well, obviously, but you don't think I know anything about it, do you?
James, I didn't say that you did.
Who is it, please? Oh, well, just a moment, please. It's for you, Agnes. Don't tell her you're here, dear. It'll only upset her. She's such a good friend of yours.
No.
You won't tell her now, will you?
No. Hello, Agnes? Yes. Yes, everything's all right. What? Yes? Yes? Oh, no, I don't think so, Agnes, no. Not now. No, you don't have to. What? What did you say her name was? Thank you, Agnes. Goodbye.
What did she want?
Nothing.
What did she say? Eva, listen to me. I must know what she said. Don't you understand? I've got nothing but you. Tell me what she told you.
Woman downstairs. Is that Dorothy? The name on the compact?
What did Agnes tell you about me?
The police were in my house this afternoon. James, they said a woman had been missing for 2 weeks. They said you went out a lot with her. You were engaged to her, they said. They wanted to know where you were.
Did she tell her?
Did you murder her, James? You killed her. Why, James? Why?
Because of you.
Me? Why did you think that would make it all right with the police when they come?
Oh, but they won't come. I didn't really telephone them. I held the receiver down. Eva, no one has the right to interfere between you and me.
No. Oh, James. Oh, James. No, Eva. No, listen. You let me go. No, you let me go. Please, Eva,
Please, don't ever go away from me. Don't ever leave me. Look, I know everything's going to be all right. Believe me, we'll work something out. I know. Oh, that tramp. That stupid tramp may spoil everything. Eva, we've got to get away.
You want me to go away with you with that woman downstairs?
What's she got to do with us? It was her idea to become engaged, not mine. I just couldn't get rid of her, Eva. I couldn't. I had to do it this way.
You're a child. You're a cruel, terrible child.
Oh, I'm not a child.
I'm not going to go with you. I'm not.
not a child, Eva. Dorothy used to think that I was weak. Other people thought so too, but they were wrong. It's the world that's all mixed up, making simple things so complicated, like life, happiness, simple things. Change your mind, Eva?
No.
You're all the same! Oh, you kind, mothering women. When someone really needs your help, you run away, you desert them. That's what always happened to me.
Get away from her!
Leave me alone!
Get away or I'll shoot!
Please.
All right now, ma'am.
Who are you?
I'm the constable, ma'am. That was my deputy rang the bell a little while ago while I did a little snooping. You see, we had a call from Boston telling us that a girl came here 2 weeks ago and hasn't been seen or heard of since. So we came out here to investigate, and in there is where we found her. You all right, ma'am?
Just take me home.
Join us again next week when Autolite brings you another story well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Remember, strike it rich on the CBS television network.